Hello, welcome to day 4 of the Reading Rush. This is my hair today, at least for now. So, this morning I started listening to the audiobook of A Lady of Persuasion by Tessa, which is a historical romance. I'm still only like 25 minutes in, so I'm still learning who everyone is. And then I'm also starting Wolf to the Slaughter by Ruth Rendell. So I've read, I think, just one of her books before. She's a mystery writer. This one I think was first published in '67. So I'm not sure if I like her, but I guess we'll find out if I like this one. Okay, so it's not that long later. Unfortunately, I was not feeling that Ruth Rendell book, so I'm just going to start another one. I'm going to go with Ngaio Marsh, Spinsters and Jeopardy. I've read 2 of her other books before, and I liked both of those, so we'll see if I like this one. This, I think, might be a little more my mystery style. This was first published in 1954, so I like that. I like that older style of mystery. I'm not so much with you get the backstory of the detective, and it's kind of gritty, and that's not my thing. So we'll try this one. So I'm a tiny bit into Spinsters and Jeopardy, and I am liking this more. So this is basically about, there's this detective and his wife and his young son, and they're on vacation. Well, like, he's going for work, but they're coming with him. And so they're on a train, and the train stops momentarily, and in this big house that's like right by the train tracks, they see someone possibly getting attacked. And it's not very clear, they don't see anyone die, but they suspect that they just witnessed someone being attacked. So they are near the town where they are going to, and he's a detective, if I didn't mention that, so here we go. So I am still enjoying Spinsters and Jeopardy by Ngaio Marsh, but I'm going to take a bath now, so light, there we go. And while I do that, I'm going to listen to my audiobook of A Lady of Persuasion? Something like that? That is the historical romance by Tessa. And to make it even more relaxing, this is going to be a milk bubble bath. So usually I like to use whole milk, but the dollar store did not have whole milk last time I went, so using 1%. And I'm going to use some Japanese blossom bubble bath and some avocado oil. So let's get this started. Done with my bath and back outside, and yes, I do spend most of my time out on the balcony. So I've got about 30 or 35 minutes more into A Lady of Persuasion, and so it seems that the storyline that they're setting up with this one is that this young woman is in London. She's not, I don't know if she didn't grow up in England or she just didn't grow up in London, but she's in town, and she's attending a ball because she wants to find a husband. And specifically, she wants to find a husband who can help her influence politics, because she believes in social justice, and she knows that she would have a very hard time doing that on her own, so she wants a husband who will help her kind of enact her values. So she meets a very handsome man at the party. She doesn't know him. She doesn't know if he has a title, but she's very attracted to him. And he, however, is trying to get back at this guy, and he thinks, and he sees her dancing with this other guy, so he's like, oh, I'm gonna go hit on her, steal her away from this guy that I don't like. So that's how he approaches her. So, but he is of course attracted to her as well, and so they get to be where they're like outside, like they step outside for air or something like that. Turns out to be that she is that guy's brother that he wanted to make jealous. He's like, oh, well, I can't, that's not gonna work for me. But he still wants to get back at this guy, and he's like, oh, well, maybe I just seduce her and then get back at him that way. But he's like, no, I have a secret heart of gold, I can't do that. So she asks him, like, do you have a title, basically? And he's like, no, I don't. So she's like, well, damn, okay. And then she's like, could you help me find a husband? Because you live here, you know these people. And he's like, what? And she's like, yeah, I want you to, like, introduce me to the person you know who could help. She explains what she wants. And he's like, so I'm thinking what happens is that he'll agree to this, he'll try and set her up with people, but of course, they fall in love with each other. Who could have seen it coming? Except the problem is that he will get what he wants, but she will not get what she wants unless there's some workaround for her social justice cause, which is very important to her. Because then, oh, well, she has this guy, but she can't do what she wanted with her life outside of just being married. So, we'll see. So I've really been enjoying Spinsters and Jeopardy by Ngaio Marsh today. And I'm not sure where the spinster part comes in, but I'm sure we'll get there. So, but what I want to say right now that I'm really enjoying about the book is the relationship between the detective and his wife. Now, normally, I am not one to care at all about, like, the character part of a mystery. It's much more about the plot for me. But what I'm enjoying about them is that, like, all that I'm picking up, like, between the lines. So, like, they'll speak to each other, and, like, you know that they're smiling when they say something, even though it's not written, like, he said with a smile. You know, it's not written that way, but you know, you can feel their relationship, and I'm really enjoying that. So this is where I'm gonna leave the vlog for day 4. My total reading time is about 13 hours, I think. So I didn't read a ton today, but I'm still feeling pretty good about it. I'm enjoying both of the books that I'm reading. The audiobook is like 12 hours long, which is unusually long for a historical romance, but that's okay. I'll finish it by the end of the reading rush. I'll make that my goal. Yeah, so I will see you tomorrow.